Alright, let's cut the crap. Losing weight is hard, yeah? But keeping it off, that's where most people get wrecks. I mean, anyone can suffer through a diet for a few months, but long term, that's where it gets ugly. If it was as simple as eat less, move more, we wouldn't have 80% of people regaining what they lost. So let's break down why your body fights back when you try to stay lean and what you can actually do about it. Now, I'm not talking from some textbook here. I've lived it. I've dropped a load of weight on many diets. Keto, carnivore, paleo, high carb, rice diet, and every time there's that same pattern. I'd get leaner, I feel good, and then bam, my body would slam the brakes and my hunger would skyrocket. You know that feeling? Like you're hungry all the time, even when you've eaten enough? Thinking about food constantly. And that was me. And don't even get me started on injuries. Neck surgery, spine issues, a bum leg. Try keeping weight off when you can't even train properly. You blink and the scale goes up. Here's the first thing. Losing weight is hard, but maintaining it is even harder. Like, you can white knuckle your way through a few months of calorie cutting, but forever? Nah. Nature designed us to gain fat quickly and lose it slowly. That's why it feels unfair. You can put on 5 pounds in a weekend, but taking it off again feels like a battle, even when you're doing everything right. This is why 80% of people regain weight. Here's the ugly truth. It's not willpower. It's biology. Your body defends its fat stores like it's life or death, because to your biology, that's what it is. Back when survival meant hunting, gathering, and freezing your butt off, extra fat was protection. So the second you drop weight, your brain goes into panic mode. Your hunger hormones start cranking, the metabolism slows, cravings explode. It's like your brain yelling, you're starving, but when in reality, you've just cut back from eating 3 pizzas to eating 2. So leptin and ghrelin are the real troublemakers. Ghrelin is the I'm hungry hormone. Leptin is supposed to say, okay mate, we're full. Problem? If you've been obese, you can become leptin resistant, which means your brain literally ignores the we're full signal. So you've got a body with plenty of fat stores and a brain screaming at you that you're starving. That's a fun combo, right? And no, you can't just pop a leptin pill and fix it. If it worked like that, then Big Pharma would already be charging us a fortune for it. Here's something I think about. Why do we snack even when we're not hungry? Like, I'll have a proper meal and be stuffed. For me, that's currently 3 cups of rice with some lentils, washed down with some OJ, and 10 minutes later, I feel like I can do it all over again. It makes sense though, your sugar spikes and crashes making you crave more. And boredom, the stress, or just habit. Suddenly you're standing in the kitchen at 10 PM eating crisps thinking, why am I even doing this? And that's how snacking spirals into the bigger problem, the whole binge-restrict merry-go-round. You cut calories super low, white knuckle it for a while, then eventually binge because your body's screaming for fuel. And then you feel guilty, so you restrict harder, which just makes the next binge even worse. Rinse and repeat. And I've been there so many times. It's not about lack of discipline, it's literally your biology pulling the strings. Your body also has this thing called a set point, the weight it defends. And you drop below that and everything in your biology fights back. Metabolism slows, hunger ramps up, cravings get louder. It's like a thermostat for fat. Mess with it and alarms start going off. That's why maintaining weight loss requires constant effort and attention. And trust me, I've felt it. I remember nights where I'd sleep like 3 hours, wake up the next day, and because I was awake an extra 5 hours, I ended up eating 2 more meals than I should have. The ghrelin shoots up and the leptin tanks, recipe for overeating. and injuries on top, brutal. When I had my neck and spine issues, training stopped, muscle dropped, and my appetite stayed the same. All got worse for that matter. Weight crept back up. And honestly, sometimes it feels soul crushing because you're not overeating like mad, but the scale is still climbing up, like it's got some personal grudge against you. Setbacks like injuries make maintaining weight way harder than people realise. This is also why extreme calorie deficits just don't work. You might lose weight fast, sure, but your metabolism slows, your muscle melts off, and hunger skyrockets. Next thing you know, you're binging like crazy and regaining more weight than you lost. If it was as simple as eat less, move more, none of us would be here. Biologically, it's way more complex than that. And even if you've managed to keep all those hormones in check, then there's the environment. We live in a world designed to make us fat. Cheap calories, hyper-processed food, constant stress, sleep-deprived lifestyles. Genetics load the gun and environment pulls the trigger. And right now, everything around us is pulling that trigger non-stop. So okay, depressing stuff. What can you actually do about it? Here's what actually helps. Spoiler, it's not sexy, it's not magic, it's boring, repeatable stuff. But boring is what actually works. First, protein and resistance training. Game changer. After I finally got back into exercise and lifting, it's helping me with everything. Keeps you full, keeps you strong, keeps metabolism up, helps you to lose fat and keep muscle. Second, don't go to the extremes. Forget the 1,000 calorie crash diets. Portion control beats starvation. Third, try to fix your sleep. 4 hours a night and you're done before you even start. Get proper rest and hunger hormones calm down. Fourth, environment. If your home looks like an Aldi snack aisle, you're fighting a losing battle. Set up your environment so you don't need willpower every 5 minutes. Fifth, break the binge-restrict cycle. Stop starving yourself, stop binging, repeat. Slow, sustainable beats all or nothing. And I'll be honest, I'm nowhere near perfect. I still mess this up sometimes. I've had nights where I'm eating like a raccoon at 1 AM. I've had injuries that wiped out years of training, and I've had weeks where I'm just constantly hungry. The difference now, I know why it's happening. I don't blame myself, I don't spiral, I just reset and I keep moving forward. So yeah, keeping the weight off is brutally hard. Not because you're lazy, not because you've got no discipline, but because your biology doesn't want you to win. Leptin resistance, set point, environment, hormones, they're all stacked against you. But if you work with strategy instead of just willpower, protein, resistance training, better sleep, shaping your environment, you can tilt things back in your favour. So if you've ever lost weight and gained it back and thought, what the hell is wrong with me? Nothing's wrong with you. Your body's just playing dirty. Learn the rules and you can still win. I'll see you in the next one.